There you were, early in life, around 4 or 5 years old maybe. It's just you. You were who you were, up to that point, all about the moment you were currently in. There were emerging role models in your life, your mom, dad, older siblings, other relatives and friends, who factored in as you figured out what you wanted to do. You began to project out from me and towards what you wanted to be. You interacted with others too, like neighbors, folks at church, if you attended. There were also social media influences, good and not so good. Of course, you were also in a school setting. You began imagining further how you were going to show up in the world. A doctor, business person, musician, social worker, maybe an athlete. You defined your future self by who you admired or who you imitated. Your future you took shape. It was likely that your first job was what you did while you were still working towards what you were going to become. Next thing you knew, you were wearing an adult's clothes, and so you began living your adult life. You went out there and did it, every day. And days turned to months. Months turned into years. Years to decades later, you either achieved stuff or you didn't. You know, society can pressure us. We pressure ourselves too. Think back to the last time you met someone new or caught up with an old acquaintance. Inevitably, the question, "What do you do?" made an early appearance in most conversations. Maybe you ended up doing all the great things you set out for. Or maybe you did other great things. You may have achieved your zeitgeist, your true purpose. Maybe you're still achieving great heights. Or maybe not. You may have changed direction, altered course, took an off-ramp to an unpaved road. You may have decided that your earlier goals and aspirations didn't quite fit in the direction you ended up traveling, for one reason or the other. Things changed because you changed them, or they were changed. The vicissitudes of life can have a way of changing our plans, not always in the way we want. So, you had to reset. So how did that reset work out? Did it lead to any meaningful discovery of who you really were or are? Either way, here you are, closer to the other end of your life, farther down whatever road you've taken. You meet people and you talk some more. Sometimes it's catch up from a long time ago, a previous interaction, or someone you've met more recently. You will invariably and to varying extents make a sum and substance accounting of your life's journey thus far. Human nature can many times lead to an effort to see the cup as half full as possible, in case you fell short of your dreams. We often try to focus on the good, certainly the great, like, "You've done a lot," "You did your best," or "Hang in there." I'm not sure what's right or wrong, that depends on you. It seems, however, that the natural destination is one that can lead you to a sort of return to self in a different sense, less consumed and burdened by accomplishments, a level setting, a time of self-reflection, and more interest in why you even exist before you continue your journey. Not a selfish me, hopefully a more self-aware me. It's just you. Again.